Imagine gods so powerful they could create entire civilizations, shape mountains, and control life and death itself. These are the deities of South America, beings of immense power and influence who have left their mark not only on ancient civilizations, but also on modern culture. Have you ever wondered who these gods were? What secrets did they hold? And why, after centuries, do they continue to be worshipped and respected? Prepare yourself to uncover the fascinating stories behind the 5 most powerful gods of South America, deities who shaped the destinies of millions and continue to echo through time. South America is a land rich in history, filled with ancient cultures that thrived long before the arrival of Europeans. Among the most notable civilizations were the Inca, Aymara, and Quechua, who built empires, cities, and temples that still leave us in awe today. These civilizations were not just built on stone and labor. They were fueled by deep-seated beliefs in powerful deities who governed all aspects of life. From the creator god Viracocha, who sculpted the very fabric of existence, to Pachamama, the nurturing earth mother who provides abundance and balance. These gods were at the very heart of daily life. Each god had a unique role, and their influence extended beyond the spiritual realm into agriculture, governance, and even warfare. Mythology in South America was more than just storytelling, it was a way of life. It shaped agricultural practices, inspired monumental architecture, and dictated the course of daily existence. The grand festival of Inti, for example, celebrated the sun god Inti and his vital role in sustaining life, ensuring a successful harvest, and maintaining cosmic order. Rituals, sacrifices, and offerings were deeply intertwined with their understanding of balance and harmony in the universe. Even today, remnants of these beliefs continue to influence modern customs and traditions, from annual festivals to daily rituals meant to honor the gods. In this video, we'll explore the 5 most powerful gods that dominated the spiritual landscape of South America. We'll dive into their incredible myths, the powers they wielded, and the lasting impact they've had on generations. Whether you're a mythology enthusiast or just curious about the mysteries of the past, join us on this fascinating journey through the legends of Viracocha, Inti, Pachamama, Supai, and Ekeko. Gods who once ruled the mountains, the rivers, and the skies. Viracocha, the supreme creator. Viracocha, the supreme creator god of the Inca civilization, is one of the most powerful and enigmatic deities in South American mythology. Revered as the divine architect of existence, Viracocha is credited with creating the sun, the moon, the stars, and even humanity itself. Unlike other gods who govern specific elements of nature, Viracocha transcended all, embodying the forces of creation and order. To the Inca, he was the ultimate force that brought balance to the universe and established the foundation of life. His presence was believed to be everywhere, in the skies, in the mountains, and even in the souls of the people he created. Despite his greatness, Viracocha was considered a mysterious figure, rarely appearing in Incan religious art, symbolizing his elusive and omnipresent nature. Viracocha's power was unparalleled. According to legend, before the world as we know it existed, there was only darkness and chaos. Viracocha emerged from the void, bringing light and order to the cosmos. He sculpted the towering Andes mountains, carved out vast rivers, and breathed life into the first people, known as the Ayar brothers and sisters. His influence extended beyond mere creation. He was a god of civilization, teaching humanity the arts of agriculture, weaving, and governance. It was believed that without his divine guidance, society would collapse into disorder. In some versions of the myth, Viracocha created an earlier race of giants, but upon finding them disobedient and corrupt, he sent a great flood to cleanse the earth, paving the way for a new, more obedient generation. One of the most famous legends of Viracocha tells of his journey across the Andean world. After completing his grand work of creation, he is said to have wandered the earth in disguise, appearing as a humble traveler dressed in white robes. He traveled from village to village, teaching people knowledge and wisdom, before eventually walking across the Pacific Ocean, disappearing into the horizon. Some accounts claim that he promised to return, which created a deep-rooted belief among the Inca that he would one day come back to restore balance. This legend became so influential that when Spanish conquistadors arrived, dressed in white and carrying unknown technologies, some native people initially believed they were fulfilling Viracocha's prophecy, which played a role in the rapid fall of the empire. Despite the fall of the Inca Empire, Viracocha's legacy endures in modern South American culture. His name is still spoken in prayers and ceremonies, especially in regions where traditional beliefs remain strong. Festivals honoring creation and renewal often draw inspiration from the myths surrounding him. In art and literature, he is depicted as a wise and benevolent figure, a reminder of humanity's connection to the divine forces that shape the world. Even today, indigenous communities continue to pass down stories of Viracocha's deeds, ensuring his presence remains alive in the collective consciousness of Andean culture. Moreover, the legacy of Viracocha is also visible in archaeological sites that showcase the grandeur of his myth. The ruins of Tiwanaku, an ancient city predating the Inca, are believed to have been built in honor of Viracocha, and the intricate carvings found there depict a figure with tears streaming down his face, possibly symbolizing the god mourning the struggles of his creations. Some scholars speculate that the myth of Viracocha might have been influenced by earlier Andean cultures, indicating that his worship spanned across various civilizations, evolving over time while retaining his status as the ultimate creator. Viracocha's influence is also evident in modern-day environmental and spiritual movements that emphasize harmony with nature, balance, and respect for the elements. His story serves as a metaphor for humanity's responsibility to maintain equilibrium with the world around them. Today, many indigenous leaders and activists invoke his name as they strive to preserve their lands, echoing the ancient belief that everything in the universe is interconnected and guided by divine forces. As we explore the myths and mysteries surrounding Viracocha, one thing is clear. He was more than just a creator god. He was a symbol of wisdom, order, and the eternal cycle of creation and destruction. Whether seen as a distant figure or an omnipresent force, Viracocha's story continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us that even the most ancient legends have the power to shape our understanding of the world. Inti, the sun god. Inti, the radiant sun god, was the most revered deity in the Inca Empire, the ultimate source of life and prosperity. To the Inca, the sun was not a celestial body, it was the very essence of existence, providing warmth, nourishment, and order to their world. Without the sun, crops would not grow, animals would not thrive, and life as they knew it would cease to exist. This profound dependence on the sun made Inti the centerpiece of Incan spirituality and governance. His golden visage was seen as a reflection of divine power, a beacon that guided the empire toward growth and unity. The Inca rulers, known as the Sapa Inca, claimed direct descent from Inti, positioning themselves as his earthly representatives with the divine right to rule over the Andean people. This belief in Inti's supreme authority helped solidify the Inca Empire's dominance, fostering a sense of unity and purpose among their people. Inti's influence stretched far beyond spirituality. He was the provider of life, warmth, and prosperity. The Incas believed that Inti's light touched everything, blessing their lands with fertility and abundance. His daily journey across the sky was seen as a constant reminder of his unwavering presence and his role in sustaining all living things. Farmers relied on his golden rays to ripen their crops, while warriors sought his favor for strength and victory. Inca priests would observe the movements of the sun with precision, ensuring that agricultural cycles were perfectly aligned with Inti's divine will. This dependence on the sun created an intricate system of rituals and offerings dedicated to appeasing and honoring him. The Inca even developed an advanced understanding of astronomy, creating solar calendars that allowed them to predict seasonal changes and maximize their agricultural output. One of the most spectacular celebrations dedicated to Inti was the grand festival of Inti Raymi, held annually during the winter solstice. This festival, meaning Festival of the Sun, was the most important event in the Incan calendar, symbolizing the renewal of life and the reaffirmation of the bond between the Inca people and their god. Thousands would gather in Cusco, the heart of the empire, to participate in elaborate ceremonies filled with music, dance, and offerings. Priests clad in golden garments would lead processions, carrying effigies of Inti as they chanted prayers of gratitude and supplication. Llamas and other sacred animals were sacrificed to ensure Inti's continued blessing and the fertility of their lands. The festival was not just a religious gathering, it was a grand display of unity and reverence, bringing together nobles and commoners alike in a shared expression of devotion. Even today, Inti Raymi is celebrated in Peru, drawing thousands of visitors who seek to experience the magic and majesty of this ancient tradition. At the heart of the Inca Empire stood the Viracocha, or Temple of the Sun, an awe-inspiring structure in Cusco that served as the primary center of Inti worship. This temple was considered the most sacred site in the entire empire, a place where the divine and the earthly realms intersected. Its walls, once covered in pure gold to reflect Inti's brilliance, shimmered under the Andean sun, creating a dazzling spectacle of light and reverence. The temple housed golden statues of Inti, intricate solar calendars, and sacred relics believed to hold immense power. High priests, known as Wilka Umas, performed daily rituals within its sacred halls, offering chicha, a sacred maize drink, coca leaves, and finely woven textiles to honor the sun god. The temple also served as an astronomical observatory, with precisely aligned windows that allowed sunlight to stream in at specific angles during solstices and equinoxes, marking significant agricultural and ceremonial dates. Inti's connection to the Inca rulers further solidified his importance in the empire's political and social structure. The Sapa Inca, regarded as Inti's divine son, was the embodiment of his power on earth. He wore golden attire that symbolized the sun's brilliance and was believed to carry the god's blessing in every decision he made. This divine connection reinforced the Inca's authority and inspired loyalty among their subjects, as defying the Sapa Inca was seen as an act of rebellion against Inti himself. The Inca ruler would often make pilgrimages to sacred sun sites, offering prayers and sacrifices to ensure the continued prosperity of the empire. Even after the fall of the Inca Empire, the legacy of Inti continues to shine brightly in South America. Many indigenous communities still honor the sun god through prayers and festivals, keeping the ancient traditions alive. Inti's image has been incorporated into modern Peruvian culture, appearing in artwork, textiles, and even the national identity. The Andean people still acknowledge the sun's vital role in their lives, demonstrating that Inti's influence has transcended centuries of change and adversity. Inti's mythology also extends beyond the Incan heartland, influencing neighboring cultures and their understanding of the cosmos. His role as a life-giver and protector resonates deeply with those who live in the harsh Andean environment, where the sun's warmth is not only a blessing, but a necessity for survival. He was more than just a deity. He was the foundation upon which an entire empire was built. The sun god continues to captivate and inspire generations. Pachamama, the Earth Mother. Pachamama, the revered Earth Mother of the Andean people, is one of the most powerful and enduring deities in South American mythology. To the indigenous communities of the Andes, Pachamama is more than just a goddess. She is life itself. She represents fertility, abundance, and the delicate balance that sustains all living things. Unlike the male creator gods, Pachamama's essence is nurturing, protective, and deeply interconnected with the earth and its cycles. She is present in the mountains, the rivers, the soil, and even the air that people breathe. The Andean people believe that Pachamama provides them with everything they need: food, shelter, and prosperity. And in return, they must honor and respect her to maintain harmony and avoid her wrath. When natural disasters such as droughts, earthquakes, or crop failures occur, they are often seen as signs that Pachamama has been offended, reminding humanity of its responsibility to care for the earth. Pachamama's influence permeates every aspect of life, especially agriculture and fertility. She is considered the provider of crops, ensuring bountiful harvests and healthy livestock. Farmers across the Andes offer prayers and rituals before planting and harvesting, seeking her blessing for a prosperous season. It is believed that by living in harmony with nature and respecting Pachamama, communities will be rewarded with abundance and prosperity. Her influence extends beyond agriculture. She governs relationships, family bonds, and social harmony. Andean communities see her as a guiding force that encourages cooperation and unity, promoting a sense of responsibility toward the land and future generations. In ancient times, worship of Pachamama was an integral part of daily life. Offerings, known as pagos, were made to her regularly to show gratitude and request her blessings. These offerings often included coca leaves, chicha, a traditional fermented maize drink, food, and even small figurines made of silver or clay. Special rituals were performed at sacred sites such as mountains, lakes, and caves, which were considered her earthly manifestations. Priests and community elders led these ceremonies, calling upon Pachamama to nurture the soil and ensure fertility. A key tradition was the chala, a ritual where the first sip of any drink was poured onto the ground as an offering to Pachamama, symbolizing gratitude for her generosity. Despite the arrival of Spanish colonizers and the introduction of Christianity, Pachamama's worship never disappeared. Instead, it adapted and merged with Catholic traditions, resulting in a unique blend of indigenous and Christian beliefs. Even today, her influence remains strong among Andean communities. Modern rituals still honor Pachamama, especially during August, which is considered the sacred month of offerings. Families gather to perform ceremonies, burying food, herbs, and even money in the earth to seek prosperity and protection for the coming year. The act of making offerings, called despachos, has become a deeply rooted tradition passed down through generations, reinforcing the importance of maintaining a spiritual connection with the earth. Pachamama is more than just a spiritual figure. She has become a powerful symbol of environmental consciousness and sustainability. In recent years, her image has been embraced by activists and environmental movements, advocating for the protection of natural resources and the fight against climate change. Indigenous leaders frequently invoke her name in their struggle to protect their lands from deforestation, mining, and industrial exploitation. The philosophy of buen vivir, or living well, inspired by Pachamama, promotes a lifestyle of balance and harmony with nature, urging people to prioritize sustainability over exploitation. Governments in countries such as Bolivia and Ecuador have even incorporated Pachamama's principles into their constitutions, recognizing the earth as a living entity with legal rights to protection and preservation. Pachamama's influence extends beyond the Andes, inspiring people around the world to rethink their relationship with nature. Her teachings remind humanity that the earth is not an endless resource to be exploited, but a living being that requires respect, care, and reciprocity. As the global climate crisis intensifies, many are turning to ancient wisdom and practices rooted in Pachamama's philosophy to find solutions for a sustainable future. Farmers, environmentalists, and spiritual seekers alike draw inspiration from her legacy, emphasizing the importance of ecological balance and responsible stewardship. One of the most beautiful aspects of Pachamama's worship is the sense of community and interconnectedness it fosters. When people come together to honor her, they are reminded that they are part of something greater, an intricate web of life that connects them to their ancestors, their descendants, and the natural world. This perspective encourages a collective responsibility to protect and nurture the environment, ensuring that future generations can continue to benefit from Pachamama's abundance. Today, the spirit of Pachamama lives on in festivals, cultural practices, and everyday life across South America. Whether through grand celebrations or simple daily rituals, people continue to express their reverence and gratitude for the Earth Mother. As globalization and modernization bring rapid changes, the ancient wisdom of Pachamama remains a guiding light, reminding people of the sacred bond between humanity and nature. Pachamama is far more than just a mythical figure. She is a living presence that continues to inspire, nurture, and guide those who honor her. Whether through ancient rituals or modern environmental efforts, Pachamama's legacy is a testament to the enduring power of indigenous wisdom and humanity's eternal connection to the earth. Supai, the lord of the underworld. Supay, the enigmatic and feared god of the underworld, known as Ukupacha, holds a dark and mysterious presence within Andean mythology. To the Inca and other Andean cultures, Supai was both a figure of terror and an entity to be deeply respected. Unlike the nurturing Pachamama or the radiant Inti, Supai ruled over the unseen realms beneath the earth, a domain where the spirits of the dead resided and where powerful forces of chaos and darkness lurked. He was often depicted as a shadowy, horned figure with a fearsome demeanor, representing the fine line between life and death. In Incan cosmology, the world was divided into three realms: Hanan Pacha, the upper world of the gods; Ke Pacha, the earthly world of the living; and Uku Pacha, the lower world of the dead, presided over by Supay. It was believed that Supai controlled the fate of souls and maintained order in the underworld, ensuring the cycle of life, death, and rebirth remained unbroken. Supai's power extended far beyond the afterlife. He was considered the ruler of spirits, both benevolent and malevolent, and was said to have the ability to influence the living. Many believed that Supai could bring misfortune, sickness, and despair if not properly appeased. In ancient Andean belief systems, the underworld was not seen as a place of eternal punishment, but rather a necessary part of existence where souls journeyed to achieve balance before rebirth. However, Supai's realm was filled with trials, and without the proper rituals and offerings, the spirits of the deceased could become trapped or restless, haunting the living. His dominion extended to the mines deep within the earth, where miners whispered prayers to him in the darkness, believing that the wealth extracted from the earth came at a price, often requiring offerings to avoid accidents and misfortune. Legends surrounding Supai are both chilling and cautionary. One of the most well-known tales speaks of travelers who ventured into the high mountains at night, only to find themselves face to face with Supai himself. These unfortunate souls would hear eerie whispers calling them by name, and if they failed to offer respect or appeasement, they would mysteriously disappear, never to be seen again. Another popular story tells of a desperate farmer who, during a time of drought, sought Supai's aid by offering a prized llama as a sacrifice. Though the rains did come, the farmer's fields were haunted by ghostly apparitions, reminding him of the price he had paid for Supai's favor. In many versions of these tales, the lesson remains the same: respect Supai or risk his wrath. To appease Supai and maintain a balance with the spiritual world, the Incas performed elaborate rituals involving offerings of coca leaves, maize, chicha, and even small animals. Shrines dedicated to him were often found in caves, deep ravines, and near grave sites, where people would leave gifts to ensure safe passage for the souls of their ancestors. The fear of Supai was so deeply ingrained that it shaped the way the Incas treated their dead, ensuring that burial practices were followed with great care and reverence. Any disturbance to a burial site was believed to invoke Supai's anger, bringing calamity to the community. Even after the Spanish conquest and the forced introduction of Christianity, Supai's presence remained deeply rooted in Andean folklore. The Spanish, associating him with their concept of the devil, attempted to eradicate his worship, but he simply took on new forms within indigenous beliefs. Today, Supai is often depicted in local festivals as a trickster-like figure, dancing in colorful devil masks and costumes during celebrations such as La Diablada, a famous festival in Bolivia and Peru. This festival, blending Catholic and indigenous traditions, tells the story of a struggle between good and evil, where Supai plays the role of the underworld's ruler, ultimately subdued by the forces of light. Modern superstitions surrounding Supai are still prevalent in many Andean communities. Miners, particularly in Bolivia, continue to honor him under the guise of El Tío, a devilish figure who resides in the depths of the mines. Before entering the tunnels, miners offer cigarettes, alcohol, and coca leaves to statues of El Tío, asking for protection and good fortune while they work. Failure to pay respects is believed to result in accidents, illness, or even death. Similarly, many people avoid venturing into dark, remote areas alone at night, fearing they might encounter Supai's wandering spirits seeking vengeance or lost souls trying to escape his grasp. Despite his dark and fearsome reputation, Supai is also recognized as an essential part of the cosmic balance. The Andean worldview embraces the duality of existence. Light cannot exist without darkness, life without death, and creation without destruction. Supai, as the lord of the underworld, represents the necessary chaos that allows order to exist. He reminds people to respect the forces beyond their understanding and to maintain harmony with both the physical and spiritual realms. Today, the legacy of Supai continues to influence Andean culture, with his myths inspiring art, music, and literature. His story serves as a reminder of the deep spiritual connection that indigenous people maintain with their environment, recognizing that every action, every offering, and every prayer contributes to the delicate balance of life and death. Whether feared or respected, Supay's presence remains an undeniable force in the Andes, a powerful reminder that even in the modern world, ancient beliefs still hold sway over human hearts and minds. In conclusion, Supai, the lord of the underworld, is more than just a myth. He is a guardian, a warning, and a force to be reckoned with. His influence stretches from ancient burial sites to modern mining communities, proving that the fear of the unknown and the reverence for the divine transcends time. Whether through age-old legends or contemporary customs, Supai's shadow lingers, reminding us all to tread carefully in the world of the spirits. Ekeko, the jovial and ever-generous god of abundance, is one of the most beloved deities in South American folklore, particularly in the Andean regions of Bolivia, Peru, and northern Argentina. Unlike the grand and imposing figures of creation gods or underworld rulers, Ekeko is a household deity, a symbol of prosperity, happiness, and material wealth. Depicted as a stout, smiling man adorned with traditional Andean attire and carrying bundles of miniature goods, he represents the ideal provider, someone who ensures that no household goes without food, money, or joy. Despite his humble appearance, Ekeko's influence is immense, and his presence in homes is believed to attract good fortune and abundance to all who honor him. Ekeko's power lies in his ability to bring wealth, good luck, and happiness to those who offer him respect and devotion. For centuries, people have turned to him in times of need, believing that his blessings can manifest in the form of financial prosperity, successful harvests, and a thriving family life. He is often associated with material fulfillment. People seek his favor for everything from money and love to protection and peace. Ekeko is known to have an insatiable appetite for the finer things in life, which is why those who honor him ensure he is always surrounded by miniature versions of desired items such as food, houses, vehicles, and even money. The belief is that whatever is placed on Ekeko's figure in miniature form will eventually manifest in reality, making him a popular fixture in households seeking wealth and comfort. The rituals and offerings dedicated to Ekeko are an essential part of his worship. Traditionally, people present him with small tokens that represent their wishes: tiny bags of grains for food security, mini tools for career success, and little bottles of alcohol or cigarettes to keep him content and generous. One of the most important rituals takes place during the annual Alicitas festival, a celebration dedicated to Ekeko in Bolivia and Peru. Held every January, the festival brings together thousands of people who purchase miniature representations of their desires, ranging from cars and houses to wads of fake cash and university diplomas. These items are blessed by shamans or Catholic priests before being placed on or near Ekeko, in the hope that they will become a reality in the coming year. In many households, Ekeko is given a place of honor, usually in a central location like the kitchen or living room, where he can oversee the family's well-being. It is customary to light cigarettes for him and offer him drinks, as it is believed that keeping him happy ensures a steady flow of blessings. Some traditions even suggest that Ekeko should be given a small meal once a week to maintain his good spirits. If neglected, however, it is said that Ekeko can become displeased, leading to financial struggles and hardship. Stories abound of families who, after forgetting their offerings, found themselves facing unexpected expenses and misfortunes. Proof, they say, of Ekeko's undeniable influence over their lives. Ekeko's influence has transcended generations and continues to be a prominent figure in modern South American culture. Despite the growing influence of globalized beliefs and modernization, Ekeko remains a cherished tradition in many households. His figure has become a symbol of cultural identity, appearing in everything from artwork and literature to television and social media. People of all ages continue to engage with his traditions, blending ancient beliefs with contemporary aspirations. Even among the younger generation, the practice of offering miniature items to Ekeko remains a popular and light-hearted way to manifest dreams and desires. Beyond personal households, Ekeko's presence can also be found in businesses, where shop owners and entrepreneurs place his figurine to attract customers and financial success. He is considered a guardian of financial stability and is often adorned with coins, dollar bills, and other symbols of wealth. Some even carry small Ekeko charms in their wallets or cars, believing his presence will bring good luck wherever they go. During tough economic times, many turn to Ekeko for hope and reassurance, finding comfort in his ever-smiling face and the promise of better days ahead. Interestingly, Ekeko's image has even found its way into legal and governmental settings. In Bolivia, he has been officially recognized as a cultural symbol of prosperity, and his influence is often cited during discussions about economic growth and national identity. His enduring presence in public life serves as a testament to the deep-rooted belief in his power and the cultural significance he holds for millions. As the world continues to evolve, Ekeko's influence reminds people of the importance of optimism, gratitude, and the belief in the power of abundance. His cheerful demeanor and promise of wealth and happiness resonate with those who strive for a better future, offering a tangible connection to their hopes and dreams. Whether through traditional offerings or modern interpretations, Ekeko continues to play a vital role in the cultural landscape of South America, proving that the pursuit of prosperity is a timeless endeavor. Throughout this journey, we have explored the fascinating world of South America's most powerful gods, beings of immense influence whose stories continue to captivate and inspire. We started with Viracocha, the supreme creator god, who shaped the universe and brought order to chaos. His divine wisdom and guiding hand were the foundation upon which the Inca civilization thrived. Then we turned our gaze to Inti, the radiant sun god, the ultimate source of life and prosperity. Worshipped as the divine ancestor of the Inca rulers, his influence touched every aspect of their lives, from agriculture to politics. From the skies, we shifted our focus to Pachamama, the nurturing Earth Mother, who provides abundance and sustains all living things. Her enduring presence in Andean culture reminds us of the importance of balance and respect for nature. In contrast, the shadowy figure of Supay, the feared lord of the underworld, revealed the darker side of Andean spirituality, reminding us that life and death are two sides of the same coin, and that the spirits of the underworld must be respected and appeased. Finally, we met Ekeko, the cheerful god of abundance, whose presence brings prosperity and happiness to countless homes across South America, proving that even the smallest figures can hold immense power. Despite the passage of time and the arrival of new belief systems, these gods continue to shape the cultural and spiritual identity of South America. Their influence can be seen in modern festivals, daily rituals, and even environmental movements that draw inspiration from ancient wisdom. Whether through grand celebrations like Inti, offerings to Pachamama, or the vibrant Alacitas festival dedicated to Ekeko, these deities remain deeply woven into the fabric of Andean life. They serve as powerful reminders of the connection between humanity and the natural world, offering lessons in respect, gratitude, and harmony. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these incredible gods fascinated you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the myths and legends of South America, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the world's most captivating stories. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of mythology.